a 20-year-old Muslim girl living in New York, was pursuing her BS in English literature. A disciplined and ambitious student, she spent her days attending lectures, excelling in her studies, and strengthening her bond with Allah. Her life was simple and peaceful, until one moment changed everything. During the mid-semester exam, as she pulled out her notes for a final review, her pen slipped from her fingers and rolled near Farhan's chair. Before she could react, Farhan noticed the pen and picked it up. With a gentle smile, he turned towards her and said, "Here's your pen, Fatima." Fatima felt her heart skip a beat. It wasn't because of his looks or his words, but the respect and purity in his gaze. She tried to brush off the moment, blaming it on her overthinking nature, but throughout the exam, her thoughts kept drifting back to that brief interaction. "Astaghfirullah," she whispered, lowering her gaze and seeking forgiveness from Allah. The silent battle begins. Fatima tried to forget that moment, but fate had other plans. In the next exam, Farhan turned around and softly asked, "Do you know the course code?" Her heart raced. "I think it's 402, she replied, her voice trembling. She quickly looked away, hoping her emotions wouldn't betray her. Yet, her heart felt something unfamiliar, a longing she couldn't control. Days turned into nights, and Fatima found herself silently observing Farhan from a distance. His dedication to studies, his humble nature, and the way he lowered his gaze around girls left an impression on her heart. But she reminded herself, this is not love. This is just a test from Allah. The emotional roller coaster. However, her heart refused to listen. She began overthinking every interaction. Did he smile at her today? Did he sit near her intentionally? Was he trying to get her attention? Her nights became restless. She cried in sujud, begging Allah to remove these feelings from her heart. She deactivated her social media to avoid seeing him and distanced herself from unnecessary gatherings. But the more she tried to run from her emotions, the more they chased her. The painful reality. On the last day of the exam, Farhan approached her and politely asked for her notes for the next semester. Fatima hesitated for a moment, but handed him her notebook with a composed smile. "Jazakallah khair," he said sincerely. As he walked away, her heart whispered, "What if he feels the same? What if he's interested in me too?" But that hope shattered when Fatima accidentally came across Farhan's WhatsApp status the next day. It was filled with heart emojis and love quotes. Not for her, but for another girl. Her heart sank. He was never mine to begin with, she thought, as tears streamed down her face. At night, Fatima cried in sujud, pouring her heart out to Allah. "Ya Allah, I was chasing a creation while forgetting the Creator. Forgive me, remove these feelings from my heart, and fill it with your love." Slowly, she began to understand that her attachment to Farhan wasn't love. It was her heart seeking emotional validation from someone who wasn't written in her qadr. She immersed herself in worship, seeking closeness to Allah. She focused on her studies and engaged in charity work, slowly healing from the emotional trap she had fallen into. The beautiful ending, months later, after completing her tahajjud prayer, Fatima stood under the night sky with a peaceful heart. "Ya Allah, if he is written for me, bring him to me in the most halal and beautiful way. And if not, remove him from my heart and replace this pain with your love." With teary eyes and a soft smile, she whispered, "I trust your plan, my Rab." From that day forward, Fatima lived with a heart that no longer chased people, but chased the one who controls all hearts, Allah. Moral of the story. Sometimes, what we think is love is just Shaytan's trap to distract us from Allah. True peace comes from seeking closeness to Allah, not from chasing temporary feelings. If this story touched your heart, hit the like button. Your support keeps me motivated to create more meaningful content. Until next time, Allah Hafiz.